is still south of the boundary, but this time he's actually facing north. He went straight past, I think, where those warthogs ran, but he's still obviously thinking about where they might have gone. Listening, smelling, looking, obviously. Come on, keep coming this way. Come on, big fella. Lots to eat at Djuma. No, man. Ugh, my goodness, this is deeply irritating. Let me just... Shall I move slightly forward for you? How's that? Okay. Anna Marie, I don't believe that Tingana is intimidated necessarily by Hukumuri or the other way round, but as is the wont of male leopards, they will avoid physical conflict. So if they've decided that they have sufficient territory and they can wedge themselves between each other without having a fight, then I don't think they will have a fight. So while they will almost certainly, it looks like that car's running over Tingana. It's not because he's so close, everyone. It's what we call a compressed shot. He looks much closer than he is to that car. They are intimidated by each other to the extent that they don't want to have a fight. And so they will avoid each other as long as they don't feel like their territories are being incurred upon. I must say, like I said earlier today, he is looking in very fine nick indeed. He's looking really good. Better than I've seen him look for a long time. Well, he can't really help himself, can he, Indigo Girl? He is most certainly posing for us, but, he's a little bit of a poser, our friend Tingana. He's a good-looking fellow. He's flaunting it. Of course, along with bacon, eggs is a very good option, and I presume that's why, YouTube viewer, you want to know if these cats eat eggs, or to go with their bacon. They do. They most certainly do eat eggs, not necessarily with bacon, but they will eat just about anything. They've got a very Catholic diet, which means that they will happily eat eggs, they will happily eat lizards, snakes, fish, terrapins, whatever they can get their claws into. It's interesting, this perspective, because what it gives you is that they are so much lower than the vehicles, and it gives you an idea. When Seb has that sort of zoomed in picture there, when you zoom in on him again, just gives you a perspective of what it must be like for him looking up at the cars. And why, it's quite remarkable that they do habituate to these vehicles, because if I was in that position, I would feel intimidated. I would feel quite afraid. He is completely unaffected by the fact that there are three vehicles so much bigger than him, so much higher than him, looking at him. If he was affected, he wouldn't be lying down there. He'd have disappeared into the bush. Yeah, he wants to come here, I think. As Seb says, he's looking to the north. Come on, boyo. Unless he's seen something. No. I think he's just listening to me speak. Saying, why are you talking about me? I can talk for myself. Through my actions. This must be very tired after his morning of walking around. I've come to the conclusion that these animals do a lot more moving around during the day in winter than they do in the summer. And I was just saying that I think he looks in such good condition, and so wisteria, my answer would be no. I think that he actually looks like he's got a slightly younger in the last little while. I think that's because he's fed a lot. He's eaten well. He's maintaining his territory. Now, naturally, he's heading off parallel with the boundary and not coming back north just yet.